Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make these super cute Minecraft tree boxes that would be perfect for Easter or even as room decor. This DIY will be super easy and cheap to make, and you'll be able to do it with any Minecraft mob that you want. So here's what you'll need. 2 sheets of cardstock that are 8.5 by 11 inches. You can use regular paper, but I recommend cardstock so that your box keeps a better shape. You'll also need some felt in the colors red, gold, yellow, and black. You'll need some scissors to cut your felt. And to cut the cardstock, I'm going to be using an X-Acto knife and a cutting mat. If you're using an X-Acto knife, please be very careful and ask an adult to help you. If you prefer using your scissors, that's fine too. You'll need a ruler, a glue stick, and a pencil with an eraser. So let's begin. The first thing we need to do is to make our box. To do that, we'll be needing our 2 sheets of cardstock. Using your cardstock, you'll want to print out the 2 templates in the description, which are going to make up our box. So this is what they should look like once they've been printed out. For now, let's put page 2 aside. So let's grab our first printout. It'll be the one with the 3 tabs that say glue. And now we need to begin cutting the first part of our box. All you need to do here is to make sure to cut along all of the outer edges. Once you've made all your cuts, you should be able to pull off the first part of your box. Now let's go ahead and grab our second sheet and do the same thing. So now here are the 2 pieces that are going to make up our box. Grab the first sheet that we cut, the one with the 3 glue tabs, and we're going to begin folding our box. Once that's done, fold over your creases and push down along the edges using the sides of your ruler. Repeat these steps with your other sheet. So now we need to begin gluing our box together. Go ahead and grab your glue stick, and this time we're going to start off with our second sheet, the one that has the 2 tabs that say glue. The first thing we need to do is glue the big tab to the base of the box. Now grab your second sheet. This time you're going to glue the big tab on the far right to the base of the box. At the same time, we're also going to glue the small tab from the first sheet to the inside of our second sheet. Now we should only have 2 tabs left, so we just want to do the same thing to the rest of them. Always make sure that the tabs are being glued inside of the box and not outside. Now that our box is finished, we can move on to the next step. Grab your pencil and a ruler. What we're going to do now is create a 25 square grid on the front side of our box. Each square will be roughly 1.5 by 1.5 centimeters. So we want to start off by making 4 dots that are 1.5 centimeters apart. Find your 1.5 centimeter mark and place a faint dot and do the same at 3 centimeters, 4.5 centimeters, 6 centimeters, and then use those marks to make your lines. Now we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to make horizontal lines. Line up your ruler starting from the top, find your 1.5 mark, and place your faint dot, and do the same thing at 3 centimeters, 4.5 centimeters, 6 centimeters, and then draw your lines. So now that our squares are made, we can begin making the chicken's face. So we want to start with the eyes. We're going to need our black felt. What we want to do is cut 2 black squares that are 1.5 by 1.5 centimeters. Go ahead and make the marks for your squares, grab your scissors, and cut out your square. Now using the square we just cut, place it on top of your felt and use that as a stencil to cut out your second square. If you need to, go ahead and trim off all the excess string and clean off the edges to make it a perfect square. Now grab your glue stick and glue the back of our felt pieces. So you're going to want to go ahead and grab your box and place these on the second row on the second and fourth square. Now, moving on to the beak. The beak is 3 squares long, so you're going to have to make a rectangle that's 4.5 centimeters long and 1.5 centimeters tall. Grab your gold felt, make your measurements at 4.5 centimeters and 1.5 centimeters, and cut out your rectangle. Now glue your felt piece and place that right in the middle underneath your chicken's eyes. Now we're going to need our red felt to make the wattle. That's the little red part of the chicken. What we want to do now is cut 1 red square that is 1.5 by 1.5 centimeters. So basically, we're going to do the same thing we did with the black felt, but we're only going to need 1 red square. Once you've done that, glue the back of your red square, and this is going to go underneath the beak right in the middle. The last part of our felt is the feet. For that, grab your yellow felt. So what we need to do now is make 2 small squares. So we're gonna do the exact same thing we did with the black felt. Once we have our 2 squares, grab one and place the other aside. To finish off the feet, we need to cut out a little tiny square from the left and right corner. To do this, I probably cut about a ½ centimeter square from each corner. So this is what it should look like once it's done. Now do this to your other square. Now this time we aren't going to glue the entire back of our felt. Instead, you want to glue just the bottom half of each foot. These are going to be placed underneath your box, right under the bottom row on the 2nd and 4th square. Once they've been placed, they should line up with the chicken's eyes and beak. Now that the chicken's face is all done, you want to make sure to gently erase all of your lines from your box. Now we're going to work on the wings. To do this, grab your leftover cardstock from your template, and we're going to make a 4 by 4 centimeter square. Now that you have your square, starting from the top, we're going to make a mark going down 1½ centimeters. Go ahead and make a line going across from left to right. This line is going to be where we fold our wing so it doesn't lay flat on our box. Once you've done that, cut out your square. Now use that wing as a template to cut out your second wing, and make sure to draw your fold line as well. All you need to do now is fold over both tabs on your wings. So starting on the left side of our box, so what we need to do now is mark where we want our wings to go. To do this, we want to start at the top and measure 3 centimeters going down. Make sure to leave a small mark. Using that mark, draw a line from left to right. So now we want to make sure that once we have our wing placed, that we leave an equal amount on the left side and the right side of our wing. To do this, you want to go ahead and measure 1½ centimeters on both the left side and the right side. And you want to make sure to leave a little mark on there so that you know exactly where to place your wing. So now grab your glue stick and glue the small fold that we made on the wing. Once you've done that, go ahead and place the wing right on the line we made, again making sure to leave the ½ centimeters on both sides. So now flip over your box and do the same thing on the right side. Once both wings have been placed on our chicken, you can go ahead and erase your lines. So here is our finished chicken. Like I said at the start, once you get the hang of it, you can do this with any Minecraft mob that you want. I'm going to quickly show you how to do this with the Minecraft rabbit. The main difference will be that you'll be using different colored cardstock and felt. Alrighty, so here are our Minecraft treat boxes all done. As you can see, I went ahead and decorated the chicken so that it's all ready for Easter. Keep in mind that you can use these for more than just Easter. They can be gift boxes or room decor as little storage boxes on your desk. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this DIY, please leave a like and share. Make sure to leave a comment down below letting me know what you want me to DIY next. Bye!